Hi, this is Paul Fan. I believe a lot of people talk about setting a goal, and today I'm going to talk about this blog. Is talk about how to get what you want. This is a little bit different because um, talk about how to achieve your goal is I think it's more important than you actually setting the goal, because you could set a goal and not do anything about it, and that's useless. So first, I think the main reason that we don't achieve our goal is that we don't take it seriously. What I mean seriously, I don't mean that you are not serious about the goal. I believe if you want to create a goal, they are very serious. They are very, really purposely want to achieve that. But I mean, the most of us just let our goals sit there for a long time without even reviewing them on a regular basis, or even taking any action toward the completion of them. Of course, it's nothing like we just write down and we just think about it, and it will become reality. The thing is, even though I believe thought become reality, but there is something in between you need to convert into reality, which is taking the action. And of course, the action could be physical, it could be something the other people just attract by you, something like that. But I main is taking some sort of action. But the goal setting, my point is, won't work if we only review our goal on the monthly or yearly basis. So I suggest reviewing the goal at least weekly or even the daily basis, so we won't complain that we didn't accomplish any of our goal a New Year Eve and saying something like a goal doesn't work, because other people, including I before, saying the goal at the New Year's Eve, right? Because we want to a new like a list of things we're gonna do for next year. And guess what? At the end of the next year, we always think, oh gosh, I didn't do anything of them, or some of them, or maybe we didn't put wholeheartedly to try to accomplish that. And in some point we say, oh, what's the use? We won't work. Even before you try. Maybe sometimes you try. I believe lots of people, they do something, they try, but they try, it doesn't work the first time, they just give up. So this doesn't work that way. We actually just a from point A to point B, from city one to city B. They have to do all the correction all the time, just like autopilot. Do a correction over that a little bit until they reach their destination. And we try to do is just set a goal and have it without GPS. Just set a goal with GPS and without any correction. Correct once per year. No wonder you couldn't get your destination. So that's what I mean for getting serious about your goal. So how to overcome this problem? I have a solution. So they are positive and negative tricks that I shouldn't say trick, but is actually principle or is a law that I suggest you can try them to overcome the problem. As far as, of course, there are other things you can actually choose a link to manage that, how to overcome the problem, that kind of overcome the hurdles. You can check that in my different link. But my point is, I want to show you positive and negative. Okay, the positive one is, I believe everyone in any area is achieving the result they want. They all have one thing in common. They say go, right? So we know how we want to say go. We have a goal, right? So the number one reason, we just kind of summarize the reason people why they can accomplish their goal is because they are now many, because they are taking their goal very seriously. We talk about that, and they review their goal regularly. We talk about that, and they don't want to not keeping their word, right? So they have a strong why that associate with the goal, and they want to achieve. And this strong why cause a strong pressure in their life, and this is enough. When enough positive pressure actually build up, it will help them to take action and eventually achieve the goal. So that's my point. So this is positive motivation of achieving the goal is your pressure. Pressure could be negative, we're going to talk about next, but the pressure, a lot of pressure is really positive. For example, you gonna be finish the test due by noon. So you set a timeline due by noon, so it's pressure. You're gonna make this call within 5 minutes. That's the timeline. And nobody tell you it's gonna be 5 minutes. You set your goal, you need to do that in 5 minutes. That's why we review our goal daily, because all the small action is actually leave a track and toward your destination. You drive every single the seconds you drive is toward the result of you getting the destination. So there is a pressure. So it's like a science. If you say, okay, man, I can manage my money financial situation. I don't even know how much my credit card is. Oh, that's a warning sign. That means that you don't have a goal. Even though you have a goal, say, okay, I want to make $10,000 this month. But the problem is, you say, okay, I want to make $10,000, but you didn't review your goal on a daily basis, at least on a weekly basis. So guess what? You actually deviate sometimes. You're doing something not toward that goal. You think about something not toward that goal. That's why at the end of a month you didn't make $10,000. So the easier way, I think, to me, in my experience for financial freedom, easier way is to first give yourself the pressure. For example, you need to track your money. I know a lot of people do not like to track where they spend because they either feel scared about it, or they just want to talk about money. That's just sometimes I think the main reason for financial setback. What I'm trying to say is, if we want to have we want to make $10,000, we need to know what's our income and what's our expenses. And once you know your income expenses, then you know that how much you need to spend to keep and how much you need to earn to make. And once you know how much you make and minus how much you keep, and then you know that how much you need to make and how much you need to save in order to achieve your goal, or how much additional income flow you need to find out achieve your goal, or how much or what kind of activity you need to do to create and to achieve a goal. So it's all come with starting with know your cash flow, your financial flow. So the most important thing we come to the first one is what's your income statement, how much you make and how much you spend. So the budgeting is to that point is very important. So a lot of people say, okay, I want to go, and I ask them, do you have budget? And they don't even know they have credit card balance. Of course, they don't have a budget. So that's why I'm talking about they give yourself pressure. If you don't like a number, I don't like a number too. I'm not the number, but I'm not the good in the I always average in accounting. As a matter of fact, in my college, I have one accounting class got like just barely pass. So I'm good in some area, good in math, but it's just not like a number. But we just need to actually, change that. Just give us a pressure. If you're not in good number just like me, then the first thing you're gonna do is to do budgeting. Okay, if you're not very good, you can do weekly. Okay, you don't have to do daily. You can do at least monthly, right? Starting from there and starting doing more frequently, because the more correction you have, the easier for you to get to a destination. Second is negative cost analysis, right? So I am not the big believer of negative motivation or thought or thinking, negative thinking. I hate that because everyone knows the law of attraction. You think what you get, right? So I believe we should think everything positively. However, I find sometimes we can also use negative force. Okay, negativity force. No, negative, negative force to motivate us to achieve our goal. So the negative force will be something like if I don't achieve this goal in 1 year or in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, and what would that cost me? What would I be, etc., or what would happen to me? So this is very powerful. Sometimes I would just think down and imagine if I don't do this, when I was 20, 30, 50. I don't think I can live another 50, but I have, you know, faith, right? But just say you're in rocking chair, you're in old age, okay, you're 70, 80, probably, right? And old age, but probably 90, maybe 100, and you think about something you haven't do before, and you cannot do. So, that is a regret, right? So, because I believe most of people in 70, 80, 90s, you probably won't be able to do something that you can do with 20, 30, 40. You know what I'm talking about. So, I'm saying that give yourself that if you don't achieve a goal in 1, 5, 10, maybe one, maybe not so, it's not that, painful, but you talk about 20, maybe 30 years, 40 years, that will make a dramatically different than in your physical, what you think, what um, do, right? So you think about what would that cost me, what would that I would be, right? Maybe cause you beat the financial setback, beat the family issue problem. If you don't take care to your kid gonna be, not be, it's gonna be not be able to support their own life, etc., etc. So this is a powerful, as many of us are sometimes driven by pain, or negative, right? So negative motivation is powerful. So now I'm going to talk about first thing I talk about the main reason that we don't achieve our goal, right? Is because either seriously or because we don't have negative, we are seriously or we don't give us a pressure if we don't, or we don't give us the pain, right? So second is how goals work, right? So I should to put this one in the top, but I just write in this way because I read the Google would say, okay, you're right, it need to be something different than others and this and that. So I try to write in something totally different. I'm writing from scratch. You can tell my recent blog, everything is from scratch. I didn't using others' idea. I didn't just copy paste. It's everything scratch. Supposed should be this way. Okay, so how goal work is why we set the goals. Okay, you know that I believe the goal works because it's a GPS of life. Most important is I believe the soul really become things, become reality. So it is a universal law, just like a law of gravity on Earth. So we must know that where we are right now is not where we will be in the future because everything changes, right? So don't say, okay, yeah, I'm too old, or I make too many mistakes, and it's just a scar there. Is never be able to change, and this is just my life. You know, it's I sometimes hear this not from my friend. My friend more is all very positive. um, well, maybe I don't have too many friends, but I do have a group of friends. They are also very positive. I believe some of them maybe have that kind of suicidal thinking. Before, I remember somebody shared with me before, but I'm trying to say that past is not equal to the future. I think everything will be either improve or disimprove. If we actually think of stay in our past, or to become mad about somebody, become think about if things won't work because we make mistake or because we owe or something, that is just nonsense. Since everything will be it's not improved or disimproved, and your past is not equal to your future. So we, even though we are, 70, 80, we still can change. Like I saw a lot of people, they like grandma. Remember there's a grandma do a painting. He's starting painting when she retired at the farm, like 74 years old, and he has his first exhibition at gallery. The painting, like 84, and he has um, his big gallery exhibition at 100 years old, and his painting is like selling at like $100,000 per piece. And this grandma, she actually loved painting, but when she was young, people told her that you're born in the farm. You should be the farm girl. You should marry to a farm boy and raise up that farm kids. That's what she did. She married and had kids 19 years old, and do everything about farm work. And after husband died, a couple years, 70 something, and he got sick and go see a doctor. Doctor say you no longer able to work in the farm, you're too old. So he go to the local store to get some painting accessory, right? Covers accessory, and they start painting. So his first painting is about the farm landscaping, right? So he has a talent. He likes painting, but he didn't do painting until like 6 decades later, right? So I'm trying to say is we all have a dream, and I know you have a dream. You listen to this video, you have a dream. And I also have a dream, and we might be in the age that we pass to a stage that we no longer, want to believe that we still have the dream. I know that because I remember I have a dream. I really want to be a musician, and I never do anything about musician. I do practice. I do play guitar. I pay to learn lesson about guitar, and that was a teenager in 20 something. And I also do. I also go to training with a vocal because I really want to do a musician, and I never be a musician. Um, it's not because my guitar sucks. As a matter of fact, I play guitar for lots of people in the school and in college. They go into competition, anything. But I really wanted to be my musician. I went to one of the competition, and I didn't do particular well, and then I just gave up my dream. And that was like I think 20 years old, 19, maybe 19, 20, and that is my major setback. And I actually I think 2 years ago, 2014, I actually starting my own album, self-published, of course, and I have my own album created, and I put on Amazon. Um, it just I didn't believe I sing particular well because so many years, and um, I have kids already. My kids in high school, so you can guess my age. So, but I still make it. I play every instrument. In some of them computer generated. I'm recording guitar myself. Um, so it's not too late. I'm trying to say, even though you are not become say rock star or something. But the point is you did it. Okay, you create your own album. Okay, you sing entire 12 song. You play entire 12 song. So that's what I mean. Okay, and that's really what's coming to. I'm doing this online business. I'm doing the solo ads. I'm doing this for 1 year. And before that, I do some blogging, and I do the so, and I also have my full-time job, doing computer things. So I just want to let you know, I'm not coming from like, I'm so successful, when I'm young, man. I'm still struggle every state of them. Yes, I right now more like financially stable. I'm not rich or something like making. I'm just be honest. I'm not making like people say, oh, making 20, 30. I barely making $10,000. Might cost a couple $1,000 besides my main income, my job income. We combine them together. Yes, more than 10,000. But my goal is my second job be able to be my own boss and making more than 10,000 before I will really quit my job, because you can see a lot of my videos I'm going to quit my job once I'm making the same money or same money like I made in my work. I did that, but I believe that's not enough. So my next goal is making 10,000. Then I could quit my job because my kid is still school. I just trying to make sure it's safe because my wife is not main source of income. Income is far less than I am, and but I'm so love my wife because she is a good wife. She motivates me and she take care. Most important, she take care of the kids, and still have to go to work. And a lot of time I go to work early. I come home late. So that's what I'm trying to say is everything is it just slowly step by step. I know it's not going to be one promotion things, go to online. Sometimes I feel bad, I send you some link promotion and you send me the email back, say if this is something all I have to do to succeed making online. I just feel bad because that is not how I succeed, online. I try probably um, won't say that you're gonna try one thing and you're gonna be making $10,000. Is I haven't seen anybody do that way. But I actually have a business I try probably, I have like 10 program besides me, uh, all combined together and making this type of income. Because solo ads is one thing, if you have lists, you can become solo ad yourself. It's just a media because you keep doing online and you collecting email name and you promote them with other different product, and sometimes you can decide to promote other people's product and become solo vendors. So my point is I promote lots of video product, and the main video product probably will say 10 a dozen of them, that which is I'm making an income, and that's all combined together. And of course you have promoting, you make money if you promote solo ads. That's how I accumulate. I never have one income that actually make me, if I have to tell the truth, that's the truth. Unless you have $50,000, you join digital reality and you just put boom $10,000 to become an achiever level, and another $40,000 put into a traffic, then you might be able to get into out of water very quickly. But not everybody have $50,000 to spend, And if you have $50,000 to spend, I don't even know. I would recommend you to do this digital altitude instead of put that $50,000 into like you know 40 thousand dollars maybe in the stock and mutual fund, something safe, and maybe just put $10,000. I wouldn't even suggest you to put all the money into there. So I mean, yes, everybody start is all small. Even though you have lots of money, I recommend you to start slow, right? So there's not one thing that you can actually just be okay. Yeah, that is one thing that's gonna be great. But they do have some skill, okay, and training which is I can do to help you to achieve your goal. Okay, like I know how to build your list and how to market your list, how to sell your list. Be a solo vendor. I know how to do that. So long story short, that's back to here. Everything that will be either improve or disimprove. Okay, so you have to keep the goal. Okay, like a fish swimming onto the upstream, right? Same fish. So when you feel dissatisfaction in your life, the dissatisfaction becomes a powerful force, and it can be your GPS and your thought to your success. And that's how goal setting works, right? So here's the action plan. So I believe we should do every day is to being trained and to have the best condition of physical status every day. Therefore, I suggest we all first have a goal of exercising daily. I set my goal to exercise daily after I wake up or before to going to work. I also have a plan B, sometimes just really tired previous night. Your wake up is determined on your previous night. It's not determined how much hours you want to sleep, right? Because I found that I sleep late and I sleep just 4 hours. I try to wake up and exercise. Yeah, I can do that, but the quality of the day gonna be disintegrated. You're gonna feel tired sometime during the day. My plan B is to exercise after work. Okay, if I have a situation, I'll be able to exercise in the morning if I cannot do the exercise. 2. I also recommend you to write down an area that you dissatisfied about yourself and pressure yourself to create a goal, overcome that. So first is physical body. It's very important. Your physical body depends on your ability to take action. It depends on your ability to accomplish your goal. Second, give yourself a good positive pressure and negative pressure. Positive pressure is give yourself a deadline. Do it. Don't think about it. Set a goal. Just do it, and give yourself pressure. Okay. If you lack of motivation, think about if you do this 1, 5, 10, 20 years, what would you be? Thank you so much for watching this video. I wish you have a very blessed day. Thank you. And don't forget to subscribe. Have a very blessed day. Okay.